no, I want to really correct myself, you know. Actually, I ran for president 4 times. I lost 3 times. So what I'm saying is, I believe in democracy. I was a soldier.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the President of the Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Prabowo Subianto.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Please be seated. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Ibu dan Bapak yang terhormat, and welcome. Hoş geldiniz, selamat datang. I'm Oscar Surbakti, a news and business presenter at TRT World. I hope you've been enjoying the Antalya Diplomacy Forum so far. It is now my pleasure to welcome and introduce our distinguished guest for this ADF talk session, the President of the Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Pak Prabowo Subianto. Prabowo Subianto became Indonesia's 8th president in October 2024 after winning the presidential election earlier that year. A former military general and businessman, he received an international education before graduating from the Indonesian Military Academy in 1974 and quickly rose through the ranks of the Army's elite special forces. Transitioning to politics, he co-founded the Gerindra Party in 2008 and ran for president twice before he was appointed defense minister in 2019. 3 times, oh, I'm sorry. As leader of the world's 3rd largest democracy, Prabowo Subianto is committed to strengthening Indonesia's sovereignty, driving economic development, and navigating complex geopolitical challenges, all while drawing on his extensive experience and deep commitment to his nation's future. Bapak Presiden, selamat datang dan terima kasih telah bergabung bersama kita. Mr. President, welcome and thank you so much for joining us. Now, before I ask you my first question, Pak, I just wanted to mention that this holds a special significance for me as an Australian with Indonesian parents from the Karo Highlands in North Sumatra. So on their behalf, I would just like to say Mujua Jua, which is the warmest greeting that you can give in the Karo language. Now, Mr. President, as you know, this year's ADF is held under the theme, Reclaiming Diplomacy in a Fragmented World. What does this phrase mean to you exactly in the current global context, and where do you see diplomacy falling short or potentially regaining strength in today's world?
Thank you. To be very frank, I tend to be now a bit pessimistic about the success of diplomacy. But I realize that we cannot give up on diplomacy. Why do I say I'm pessimistic? Because what we see now in the reality, the real world, what we are witnessing now is actually the carrying out of the age-old adagium, the age-old, let us say, philosophy of Thucydides, the ancient Greek historian, who said that the strong will do what they can, and the weak will suffer what they must suffer. So this adagium is being played out in front of our eyes. What is happening is might becomes right. Who has the strength? Who has the capacity? Tend to do what they can do. And this is very, very distressing, very sad for the rules-based system that has been created after the Second World War by the Western powers themselves. So this, for us, in the global South, in the aspiring countries that look up to the West, to be very frank, that want to create a democracy like the West. We believed in the lessons of the West. We believed in trias politica. We believed in freedom of expression, freedom of speech. As I said, no, I want to really correct myself, you know. Actually, I ran for president 4 times. I lost 3 times. So what I'm saying is, I believe in democracy. I was a soldier. I was a general. At one time, I commanded the strongest military force in Indonesia. And then I was told to step down. In more direct language, I was fired. But I swore an oath to uphold the Constitution. And the Constitution says very clearly that the President has the supreme power over the armed forces. So when my President asked me to step down, I did not hesitate. I said, yes, sir. So what I'm saying is we believed in democracy. We believed in human rights. We believed in the rules-based order. But now, all of a sudden, we see before our eyes, let us say what President Erdogan mentioned, innocent children, innocent women, unarmed men being massacred in front of the eyes of the whole world. So, sorry. Sorry. So this is what I say. I do believe diplomacy is the only way, the best way. But I tend to be a bit sad. What this means is now every country has to prepare for the worst.